Hello, everyone. This is Donna's Happy Hour. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you get future notifications of the videos. And please leave a comment. Thank you. Have a great day.
And then when I moved to California, I kind of combined the Mediterranean diet with the California hippie diet, you know, fruits and nuts. That's what you got here.
That's it.
And so we went to San Francisco, and I'm there, and I'm, you know, managing George, and he's doing all these high-end events because he plays classical and neoclassical music. And and then all of a sudden, one day, he goes, "We're going to have a dinner party at my house." He goes, "I have Bill Graham coming over." Bill Graham? Are you kidding? The most famous concert promoter at Fillmore East, Fillmore West.
Right.
And Elliot Mintz, who was John Lennon's closest advisor.
Okay.
And Don Johnson's sister. What a combination. So 3 people, George and myself.
Right.
I cooked up a big dinner. And Bill Graham says, "Why don't you do the Grammy Awards this year?" I said, "It's like the Grammys they have in San Francisco."
Right.
And I'm like, "Bill, I'm not a caterer. I never cooked I'm cooking just for a few people." He goes, "Don't worry." He goes, "Make one item." He goes, "Hard Rock Cafe's bringing their famous chili. You bring one item."
Wow.
Okay, so I went to a friend of mine's restaurant in San Francisco. I'll never forget, Trattoria Contadina, great spot where the cable car goes. It's up on Mason Street in San Francisco. And I said, "Vince, can I use your restaurant?"
Right.
So I went to Walmart, Kmart, bought garbage cans, new ones, and I made garbage cans full of pasta salad.
Oh, my gosh.
Get to the event, right? And it's only the Hard Rock Cafe and myself doing food for the backstage area.
Right.
And who's there? Carlos Santana, the Grateful Dead, Buddy Miles, Chris Isaac, Journey. And I'm like flipping out. I'm like, wow, this is cool.
Wow.
You know? So the end of the night, I had so much pasta salad left over.
Right.
So I brought it out to Market Street in San Francisco with a lot of homeless people.
Right.
I bring out these garbage cans full of pasta salad with plates and spoons, forks, and I start feeding homeless people.
Right.
So all of a sudden, the San Francisco Police Department, police come, get out of the car, grab me, put me against the car, and go, "You're under arrest." I said, "What?"
Oh, my gosh.
They said, "You're feeding people without a license." I never been arrested in my life.
Oh, my.
Well, it didn't last. They made some phone calls. I explained what I was doing. I was not knowledgeable. I didn't get arrested.
Right.
But the next morning, in the San Francisco Chronicle, Herb Caen, who was a very famous columnist, wrote, "This is how Johnny Ciao was born. I was born in the back of a police car." And Herb Caen writes, "The Grammy Awards were last night, and this chef, Johnny Ciao, was almost arrested for feeding homeless people." Well, from that point on, I got phone calls from everyone.
Wow,
That's when I started doing parties at Studio D in Sausalito, Huey, Carlos, the Dead, personal.
Right.
And then, and I was like, cool. I was like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I get a phone call from this agent in Los Angeles, and they said, we'd like you to come and interview for one of our celebrity clients. And I said, I never did in-house cooking, personal chef.
Right.
And I said, well, who is it? They said, Michael Jackson.
I'll be there.
I said, I'm going. I'll go to the interview. So I went down to L.A. to the interview because I was still in San Francisco. I went down to go onto the interview, and Michael wasn't there. But I think he was listening in on the phone.
Probably.
Because he was like voyeuristic when it comes to, like, I want to know who this guy is.
Right.
He had just gotten off the Bad Tour where he had collapsed because he wasn't eating well. He was eating cheese pizzas, cheese tacos, everything cheese. He was eating cheese.
Gosh. Wow.
No meat, no fish. And I went to the interview, and next thing I know, I went back. I had a place in L.A. still, and I went back up there. And next day I get a phone call, and they said, Michael would like to meet you. Would you like to go to Neverland? I figured, I'm going. Who cares? I get the job or not, I'm going up there. I'm going to say hello to Michael Jackson. You know, I've been a Jackson 5 fan for years. Are you kidding? I want to do a dance right now.
Right.
And so I went up to Neverland, which was in north of Santa Barbara, Los Olivos, beautiful area.
Wow.
I get up there, and he comes out. He's got a mask on. And Michael was ahead of the mask game before COVID.
Yeah.
He was wearing masks way before COVID ever
And
existed.
the glove.
He comes through the kitchen, he walks right by me, he's giggling. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm supposed to meet this guy. He doesn't even want, I'm looking around. So I finally, I met him and talked to him, and I got the job.